Look, I'm about to read the short essential how-to list for the complete Linux newbie at the antiX forum by PPC. Why do this? Because, there's a lot of questions that come up on forums, and there's really stuff we should have read. And this looks like one of those things that everybody should read. But I see that there's 15 posts on here. I'm not going to read all of them. You'll have to go to this forum thread to look at the discussion. All right, so PP says, note, some of this information is for users of the default antiX desktop -IceWM. But all menu references are common to all antiX desktops, IceWM, JWM, and Fluxbox. 1. Setting up Wi-Fi. On the IceWM system tray, near the clock, there should be at least 3 square icons that show information about your computer. Left-click the third icon, counting from the right to the left. Conman Network Settings pops up. You can also start Conman using Menu, Control Center, Network, Wi-Fi. Left-click Wireless on the left. By default, maybe to say Power, Wi-Fi is set to Disabled. Click the slide button on the top right to enable it. Hopefully, a list of all detected Wi-Fi networks pops up. Double left-click the one you want to connect to and, if needed, enter its password. For some reason, Conman calls it passphrase. Click the OK button. To connect to a network, simply left-click it and then click the Connect button. Under Setting up Wi-Fi, tip number 1. Do need internet access in your laptop and have no Wi-Fi. If you have a mobile data connection on your Android phone and it's USB cable, you can try to use that to access the net from your laptop. You're on your 3G, 4G, 5G phone internet connection. Connect your phone to your antiX computer. Find and activate on your phone the data sharing, USB sharing data option and turn that on. Click Conman and check if, in the wired connections, you get any indication that a USB connection is online. It works just like an Ethernet internet connection. Tip number 2. You can do a similar procedure to use your Wi-Fi on a computer that does not have a Wi-Fi card. Access your Wi-Fi network from your Android phone, connect it to your antiX computer using the USB cable. Turn on the data sharing option on your phone and check in Conman if a wired network connection is active, and if so, enjoy your Wi-Fi internet. All right, number 2, accessing your files. The default file manager, it's called ROX, R-O-X, looks too different from what you are used to, ? antiX has no shortage of file managers. You could try something that looks more like a mainstream file manager, similar to Windows File Explorer, for example. It's called Space FM. Go to Menu, Applications, System, Space FM. Do you like Space FM enough to always want to use it to access your files? Make it the default file manager. Menu, Control Center, Default Applications. It's the yellow star icon. Click the input field to the right of File Manager and select spacefm.desktop from the list. Click Open on that selection window. Then OK on the main window. From now on, when you click the File Manager icon on the toolbar or the menu, or plug in an external drive, it will always launch Space FM. Do you miss having bookmarks like documents, downloads, etc.? Open Space FM. Go to your Downloads folder. That says you there. You should make that your. And then go to Space FM Bookmarks menu. Then confirm that Show Bookmarks is checked. Click Add Bookmark. A bookmark to your Downloads folder instantly appears on the left sidebar. You can create bookmarks to any folder you want to. Repeating this process. To create a bookmark to your home folder where your files are stored, navigate to /home, click the folder with your username, and then Add Bookmark, etc. Continuing under Accessing your files, do you want to see previews of your files? Picture and video files. Open Space FM, Space FM View menu, Preferences, check Show Thumbnails, and click OK. Do you want to search for a specific file by file name or file content? Go to Menu, Applications, Accessories, and SearchMonkey. Now, can I access files from my USB thumb drive, external drive? Any external drive should automatically come up on your screen on your default file manager. If it does not, and you are using Space FM File Manager, open it and check if your drive is listed on the devices list in the upper left corner of the screen. If it is, left-click it to access it. Can I access files stored on the cloud? Sure. Use the File Storage Web Interface or install any available interface. Dropbox and Mega can be installed from Package Manager. There are, at the present time, no official interfaces to Google Drive or Microsoft Cloud Services for Linux, but you can install OpenDrive from Package Manager. That allows access to those services. Warning, this process is relatively complex, and it looks all crossed off here. Edit, I created a script that allows antiX users to access cloud service drives, like Google Drive, MS OneDrive, etc., using our clone. Get the latest version of the script here. Oh, okay, I didn't know PPC had a GitHub. We have to check that out. PPC scripts. Okay. So I see he's got a few things going on there. All right. Save the antiX version of the script to your computer. On your file manager, right-click the file and make it executable. Using Space FM, select the file and press Ctrl-P in the permission window. Check the executable field, then click the OK button. You can now execute the script. First, configure your cloud account. Google Drive can be automatically configured. Then just click the name of the account and its contents open in your default file manager. 3. Do you want to update your system? Read the facts that show how to do it. Or just click the automatic update checker icon on the tray next to the clock, or Menu, antiX Updater. Enter your password if asked to. Wait to see if there are any updates. If there are, then, probably should put then there, a black window with white letters pops up, listing all available updates. Just press the Enter key. Yes, in the keyboard. And the update starts on the keyboard. A warning will pop up when the process is finished. Click its button and you are done. Now, continuing under, can I access files stored in the cloud? 4. Do you want to install an application? There are so many ways to install stuff in Linux in general, and antiX in particular. Read this antiX forum thread. Oh, I was looking at that before. In fact, I came here trying to figure out how to add something to the applications menu. Firefox. Quick start. Press the shopping bag icon on the toolbar right next to the menu button to open Package Manager, or Menu, Control Center, System tab, Package Manager. Search for what you want to install. A black terminal window pops up during the install process. If it asks you to confirm something, just press the Enter key and wait for the installation to finish. Note, this is only to install essential software or very used applications. Web browsers, Google Chrome, Chromium, Firefox, Tor browser. Several of those I'm definitely interested in. Mozilla Thunderbird email client, Java, Wine, Steam, the most recent LibreOffice and GIMP versions, VLC Media Player, VLC I'm interested in. If you want access to all available Debian and antiX applications, run Synaptic Package Manager. Menu, Control Center, System tab, Synaptic Package Manager. Enter your password if asked to. Select what you want to install. Can you install Ubuntu repositories, PPAs, snap files, or other Ubuntu-specific software? Sure, it's a free world. Install Ubuntu or any of its countless derivative operating systems. Install .dev files meant for other operating systems on antiX at your own risk, because you can harm your system. Let me pause this and see if there's anything else to read here. Okay, let me continue. I found he continued this. And PPC says, just so we have all the essential tips in the same place, I paste here some more adapted from a small list of usually known antiX apps, unknown antiX apps. Okay, so apparently there are some unknown apps. So this is further down in that thread I just read. Adding applications icons to your toolbar if you are using the default IceWM antiX desktop. Go to Menu, AntiX, IceWM Toolbar Icon Manager, then click the Add Icon button. Select the .desktop file of the application you want to have on your toolbar. Then click the OK button and the icon instantly appears on your toolbar. If you don't want to add another icon, you can close the Toolbar Icon Manager. Number 7, adding applications icons to the desktop. If you're using the default antiX desktop or any other managed by ROX, that's the file system, menu, then run, then type without quotes, ROX /user/share/applications, then the OK button, drag and drop from the windows that pops open the icons you want to have on your desktop. I did some like that when I was trying Firefox from the applications, but then it has to be in the applications list, right? So if you download directly from the Firefox website, I'm adding this in, folks, to what he's saying, then you're going to need to have it in the applications. All right, double right-click the icons to rename them. You can safely delete the .desktop extension. Now, number 8, changing desktop background. Oh, that's pretty easy. I did that already. Do menu, control center, desktop tab, choose desktop image. Number 9, turning the desktop's resource monitor conkey on off. Go to menu, conkey on off. That's another straightforward one. Number 10, automatically starting an application after booting. Go to menu, run, type without quotes, add-start, then add tab, then type the app you want to start at boot. Press the add button. Tip: if you don't know the command to start the app you want to add to your startup, it's a relatively easy process. Go to menu, then applications. You probably need 2 P's there for applications. Then system, and then app select. Search for the application you want. Do you see line under your app that starts with exec : that's probably execute, right? The rest of that line is the command you need to run your app. Sadly, you can't copy and paste it. A lot of times Control-C and Control-V works for copy and pasting, but okay. I guess it doesn't work here. You have to manually enter it in the Add Start application. Number 11, do you want system notifications? For example, pop-ups on your screen that let you know when you got email, etc. antiX does not provide that out of the box, but it's easy to solve. Run Package Manager and install DUNST. That provides that. The pop-ups. By default, notifications come up on the right upper corner of the screen. Newbies, I know this day and age people don't like reading. Yes, that's why I'm putting this on YouTube. I hope you don't mind. Because then you could play the video and listen to the audio while you drive or something. But believe me, searching the forum is usually the fastest way possible to solve any problem. Learn to do something. Well, I do a lot of some things, but okay. Voluntary, my wife's laughing over there because she knows it's true. Voluntary spend a lot of time and resources to create how-tos and answer users' questions. When most of those questions I think that should be were, already answered before. We, more experienced users and the dev team, okay, I can see PPC is more experienced, are aware that antiX may not be as user-friendly as some other operating systems you may be used to, but it is, for the most part, very easy to use for the more common stuff you want to do. Things are just done a bit differently. It's the same when you use a system different from what you were used to. That's a little awkward here. It's the same when you use a system different from what you were used to, maybe in Windows 10. There may be a comma there. Windows 10 is different from Windows 7. Windows is different from Mac OS. An Android phone is different from an iOS phone, etc. Okay, I've used both Android and iOS phones. I've been on various Linux distros for a long time. I do think antiX does have a little bit more of a learning curve, in my honest opinion. All right, if you want to do something more than simply clicking icons for applications that come installed out of the box, please take some minutes and take a look at all Control Center entries and also at Menu Applications antiX. Also Menu Applications Preferences. Also Menu Applications System. If I figure out how to get Screen Recorder working on the antiX system, I'll probably record some of that and go over it. And then if you still can't figure things out, search the forum. Then, if you still found no way of solving your problem, do post your question here. Hey, I hope you don't mind. I may post questions a little early, but I will work on them, answering my own questions, until somebody gives me the answer generally. I hope that's fair enough. And then usually I believe if I have a question, then somebody else probably has the same question. I taught math for over 10 years, and I would say that that's a truism. All right, it can take some 30, back to this. It could take some 30 to 45 minutes to do what I say here, but that's probably faster than waiting for someone to answer your queries. As you can see, I'm not waiting for that. All right, number 12. Do you want a tasks switcher? A way to switch windows that shows previews of all non-minized? I'm not sure what minized is. Windows. You can have it, but it takes a little bit of work. Oh, is that minimized, perhaps? Menu, go to menu, then go to terminal. Then sudo apt install skippy-xd. Enter your password if asked to. Then go to menu, control center, edit, IceWM, then toolbar tab, and right after the line that says hashtag, 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 hash symbol, 3 hash symbols, commonly used applications, or anywhere else you want to put the icon, paste this line. Oh, what is that, a commented out section? PROG, quote, task switcher, unquote, user share icons, papyrus with an I instead of a Y, dash antiX, 48 by 48, actions, dialog, dash rows, and columns.png. All right, that's some kind of picture. Space, skippy-xd. Save the text file you just edited, press Control S. Then menu, log out, right arrow, then restart IceWM. So you're restarting the desktop. All right, interesting. You now have an icon that, when clicked, lets you preview. Oh, that makes sense. Lets you preview in real time. All non-minimized windows, minimized ones, are represented by the app's icon, just like you have in Windows 10, Mac OS, Android, etc. Note, it's a tiny program that takes almost no resources, and it's the single eye candy I have on my system, because it does make antiX just look like any other modern operating system, and it's really useful if you have many open windows. Now that sounds interesting. I have to figure out exactly what you're talking about there. Let me pause this and see if there's anything else I should read. Okay, hopefully this is continuing the recording, okay? There's really no need, okay, referring to screenshots, because it's one of the many things in which antiX is different from most distros. But here it is, also another short but useful tip that I think I never shared here. Taking a screenshot of your screen. If you're using the default IceWM desktop, just like in most operating systems, press the print screen key on your physical keyboard. If you can't do that, or if you're using a desktop that does not have that particular key binding, you can find the applications that takes screenshots in Menu Graphics Screenshot or Menu App Select and search for Screenshot. Now, 14, how to always have numlock on when you turn on your computer. Use menu, run, then type. Without question marks, add -start, then type, without quotation marks, numlock x and. Okay. Let me pause that and look again. And it looks like PPC added better late than never. How to make antiX antiX's default window manager, Rox Filer, look more mainstream. Launch Rox File Manager. Right-click any empty space inside its window. Click Options. If you don't want the window to resize to fit only the current folder's contents, in the first tab, check the first option, Never Automatically Resize. When I put Firefox inside of antiX, the window from the main Firefox website does not seem to adjust. But I haven't really messed with it yet. That's why I haven't posted anything in the forum about that. All right, if you don't want to launch files with a single click, uncheck single click navigation. If you want to see folders listed first, then files, check Directories Come First for Sort by Name. If you want to see previews of image files on their icons, click the Thumbnails tab to the left and make sure the first option is checked, Show Image Thumbnails. Most of the more common changes to the way Rox displays files folders can be made from the bar on the top of its main window. Go to the Home folder. Click the second icon that looks like a little home. You can add, access, manage favorites. Click the third icon on Rox's bar. Change the order in which the files folder are displayed. Click the icon with 3 vertical dots on the left side and a down arrow on the right side. This changes between display in alphabetical order. This is misspelled here. Chronological order, etc. And in normal or reverse order. You can select directly how to display files folders by right-click empty space inside Rox's window, then View, and select how to display information. You have to check a field to use reverse order. For example, newer files first. To change icon size, click the plus icon. Okay, I'm still not sure how to add things to the Applications menu, but that concludes the how-to list for newbies. Thank you.